How to achieve a sustainable wellness routine. Are you feeling totally burnt out by wellness trends? One minute, you're told to buy a dozen new supplements, and the next, you need some high-tech gadget to track your every move. You're just trying to feel good, but you're left feeling overwhelmed and, let's be honest, a little broke. And underneath it all, there's this quiet, creeping guilt. You look at the plastic tub from your healthy protein powder, the single-use face mask, or the gas it takes to drive to that special gym, and you can't help but wonder, is my journey to personal wellness coming at the planet's expense? It feels like you have to choose between taking care of yourself and taking care of the earth. But what if that's a false choice? What if the most effective, grounding, and joyful wellness routine is one that sustains both you and the planet? We're going to completely reframe what a wellness routine looks like. We'll strip it all back and build a simple, eco-conscious wellness routine that's actually sustainable. And when I say sustainable, I mean it in two ways. First, it's sustainable for the planet low impact, low waste, and in harmony with nature. Second, and just as important, it's sustainable for you. That means it has a routine that doesn't demand perfection, a giant budget, or a complete life overhaul. It's a routine that can flex and adapt to your real life, your energy, your schedule, and your needs. We're moving past the world of quick fixes and trends that just want you to buy more stuff. This isn't about buying a whole new set of eco-friendly products. In fact, a lot of what we'll talk about involves buying less. This is about a mindset shift. It's about creating small, intentional habits that nourish your mind and body while showing some love to the world around you. We're going to explore how the health of our planet and our personal health are two separate goals, but are actually deeply connected. So, if you're ready to leave the eco-guilt and wellness burnout behind for a practice that feels genuinely good and aligned, you're in the right place. We'll walk through the core pillars of a truly sustainable wellness practice, from how you start your day to how you eat, how you move, and how you rest. By the end, you won't just have a list of tips. You'll have a whole new way of thinking about your well-being. One that's rooted in connection, consciousness, and compassion for yourself and the earth. Section 1. The foundation, redefining wellness and tackling eco-guilt. Before we get into the habits, we have to fix the foundation. For years, the wellness industry has basically been an extension of consumer culture. It's taught us to look outside of ourselves for answers to buy the smoothie, the supplement, the subscription. It creates this feeling of lack, that we're always one purchase away from being truly well. This model isn't just tough on our wallets. It's unsustainable for the planet because it's built on a cycle of making, buying, and throwing away. The first, most powerful step is to redefine wellness itself. True wellness isn't something you buy. It's a state of being you cultivate. It's about returning to a simpler, more intuitive way of caring for yourself. It's knowing that our well-being is connected to the world around us. Science is increasingly showing that our health is directly tied to the health of the earth. When the air and water are clean, when our food grows in healthy soil, and when we can access green spaces, we thrive. When those systems are broken, our health suffers. So, adopting sustainable practices isn't just about being an environmentalist. It's a profound act of self-care. But with this knowledge can come a heavy burden. Eco-guilt. Have you ever felt it? That pang of shame when you forget your reusable bag or have to buy a plastic water bottle in a pinch. That feeling is real, and it can make you feel like a hypocrite, and it often leads to burnout, where the pressure to be perfectly eco-friendly is so overwhelming that you just want to give up. So, let's make a pact, right here, to let that go. The goal is conscious intention, not perfection. It's not about doing everything right all the time. It's about making small, positive choices where you can and having compassion for yourself when you can't. Everyone's situation is different. Living in a city apartment is not the same as living in a house with a garden. This journey isn't about judgment. It's about using that feeling of guilt, not as shame, but as a gentle nudge, a reminder of our values that can inspire our next small step. Remember, your choices matter, but you are not personally responsible for solving the entire climate crisis with your wellness routine. What you're doing is creating a ripple effect. You're aligning your personal health with the planet's health, which in turn reduces your own stress and contributes to a bigger collective shift. With that mindset of progress over perfection, let's start building some habits. Section 2. Mindful mornings and evenings, your daily anchor. How you begin and end your day has a huge impact on your well-being. These are the quiet moments that bookend your life, where you can set your intention for the day ahead and gently let go of its stresses. By weaving simple, low-impact habits into your mornings and evenings, you create a powerful anchor for your entire routine. This isn't about a rigid schedule, but a collection of gentle practices you can turn to. So, let's talk mornings. Before the emails, before the news, before the world gets loud, there's a precious window of opportunity. The goal is to connect with yourself and the natural world, even in small ways. First up, hydration. We all know we should drink water in the morning, but how we do it can be a simple act of sustainability. Instead of grabbing a plastic bottle, get in the habit of filling a reusable glass or steel bottle the night before. Making this switch can prevent an average of 156 plastic bottles per person from being used each year. If you're worried about your tap water quality, a good water filter pitcher is a much more sustainable long-term fix than an endless stream of bottled water. That one small act starts your day with a win for you and the planet. Next, mindful movement. The wellness world might scream about high-intensity workouts, but sustainable wellness often whispers for something simpler. Instead of turning on a screen, what if you just opened a window? Take 5 minutes to stretch and breathe in the morning air. Better yet, step outside. A short 10-minute walk around the block can be transformative. This practice, sometimes called ecotherapy, is backed by tons of research showing that spending time in nature significantly reduces stress and improves mood. It costs nothing, needs no special gear, and instantly grounds you in the world outside your own head. Then, there's your first meal. What you eat for breakfast sets the tone for your whole day nutritionally and shifting to a more plant-rich diet is one of the single most impactful things you can do to lower your environmental footprint. Since diets heavy in meat and dairy are major drivers of climate change, but again, this isn't all or nothing. You could try a plant-based breakfast oatmeal with berries, a smoothie with oat milk, or avocado toast. Think seasonally. In the summer, top your oatmeal with fresh peach. In the fall, try apples and cinnamon. Eating seasonally often means your food travels fewer miles, which shrinks its carbon footprint. Now for the evening, the goal here is to gently detox not just from environmental toxins, but from the digital and mental clutter of the day. This is about winding down and promoting restful sleep with simple, low-waste practices. A key part of a sustainable evening is the digital detox. Our brains just weren't designed for the constant flood of information from our screens. Making the last hour before bed screen-free can dramatically improve your sleep and lower anxiety. Instead of scrolling, you could read a real book from your local library, a perfect zero-waste form of entertainment. Or just sit with a warm cup of herbal tea. When you make that tea, try using loose-leaf tea in a metal infuser instead of single-use bags, many of which contain plastic. The evening is also when our personal care routines happen, and this area is bursting with opportunities for sustainable swaps. The bathroom can be a major source of single-use plastic, but it doesn't have to be. For example, switching from liquid body wash in a plastic bottle to a simple bar of soap instantly eliminates that waste. You can take it a step further with shampoo and conditioner bars. These solid bars last way longer than their liquid versions, are great for travel, and have zero plastic packaging. Think about your dental care. A bamboo toothbrush is an easy swap for plastic. You can also find toothpaste in glass jars or a solid tabs you chew, and dental floss made from compostable silk. For makeup removal, ditch the disposable wipes for reusable cotton or bamboo rounds. You just use them, toss them in a mesh bag, and wash them with your laundry. They last for years and are so much gentler on your skin and the planet. The key is to use up what you have first. Don't just throw out all your current products to buy new eco versions. As you run out of something, mindfully consider its replacement. Can you find it with less plastic? Can you find a solid version? Can you find a brand that offers refills? Each of these small decisions, woven into the quiet moments of your day, builds a powerful routine that honors both you and the planet. What's one eco-friendly wellness swap you've already made, or one you're excited to try? Share it in the comments below. I read all of them and would love to get inspired by your ideas. Section 3. Nourishment. Eating for personal and planetary health. Food is one of the most powerful ways we connect with our bodies and the planet. Our food choices directly impact our energy, our mood, and our long-term health. At the same time, our global food system is a huge driver of climate change, deforestation, and pollution. That can feel overwhelming. But the beautiful truth is this: the way of eating that is best for the planet is usually the way of eating that is best for us. You've probably heard the phrase, eat a plant-based diet. Research consistently shows that diets lower in meat and dairy have a much smaller environmental impact. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes needs far less water and land and produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions than one centered on animal products. But I want to stress that this is a spectrum, not a switch. You don't have to go full vegan overnight to make a huge difference. It's about being plant-forward. A great place to start is with Meatless Mondays or by making a few days a week plant. When you do eat meat or dairy, you can think of it as less but better. Instead of conventional meat from the supermarket, maybe you choose to buy from a local farmer. This supports your local economy and a more humane food system. Explore the wild world of plant-based milks to find your favorite. The journey is one of exploration, not deprivation. But it's not just what you eat, it's where it comes from. Ever thought about food? Miles. That's the distance your food travels to get to your plate. Berries in the dead of winter have often been flown thousands of miles, creating a massive carbon footprint. Choosing local, seasonal foods is a powerful way to fight this. The best place to do this is a local farmer's market. The produce was likely picked just a day or two before, so it's packed with more nutrients and flavor. Another great option is a CSA, or community-supported agriculture, where you get a weekly box of fresh, seasonal produce directly from a local farm. And if you have a tiny windowsill, try growing your own herbs. There's nothing more satisfying than snipping fresh basil you grew yourself. Now, let's talk about one of the most critical pieces of the puzzle. Food waste. Globally, about a third of all food produced is wasted. That wasted food rots in landfills and releases methane, a seriously potent greenhouse gas. Reducing food waste in your kitchen is a huge lever for positive change. The first step is mindful shopping. Before you go to the store, take a quick inventory of what you already have. Plan a few meals for the week, so you only buy what you need. Once the food is home, store it properly. Create an Eat Me First box in your fridge for things that are about to turn. Get creative with leftovers. Those wilting veggies can be blended into a soup. Learn to love your freezer. It's a magic pause button for food. And for the scraps you can't eat, like coffee grounds and vegetable peels, composting is the answer. Composting turns this waste into nutrient-rich gold for your garden or houseplants. If you have a yard, set up a simple bin. If you're in an apartment, there are compact countertop bins, and many cities now offer compost pickup services. Composting closes the loop in a beautiful, sustainable cycle. Finally, think about packaging. The grocery store is a minefield of single-use plastic. Bring your own reusable grocery and produce bags. Shop the bulk bins for things like oats, nuts, and grains. And bring your own jars to fill up. When you have a choice, pick glass jars or metal cans, which are recycled much more effectively than plastic. By combining these habits, eating more plants, shopping local, fighting food waste, and avoiding packaging, you create a lifestyle that truly sustains you and respects the planet. Section 4. Movement and fitness, greening your workout. Movement is a core pillar of wellness. It strengthens our bodies, clears our minds, and lifts our mood. But the modern fitness industry often pushes us to consume pricey gym memberships, trendy activewear made from virgin plastics, and equipment we might only use a few times. Greening your workout means separating fitness from consumerism and reconnecting with the simple joy of moving your body in a way that feels good and respects the planet. Let's start with your workout gear. Fast fashion has a cousin, fast fit. A lot of athletic clothing is made from virgin synthetics like polyester, which comes from fossil fuels. When you wash these clothes, they shed tiny microplastics that pollute our oceans and waterways. The most sustainable workout gear is the gear you already own. Wear it out. When you do need something new, look for brands that use recycled materials or natural fabrics like organic cotton, hemp, or tents. Also, Think about your tools. Instead of a PVC yoga mat, look for one made from natural rubber or cork. Now, where do you work out? Gyms can be huge. Energy hugs, while they're a great resource, consider embracing the greatest gym of all. The outdoors, taking your workout outside, often called green exercise, has double the benefits. You use less electricity, and research shows that exercising in nature can boost your mood, improve self-esteem, and lower stress even more than working out indoors. What does that look like? It could be trading the treadmill for a run in a local park. It could be hiking a nearby trail. You could ride your bike on a path instead of using a stationary bike. Find a quiet spot in a park for your yoga routine. There's even a trend called plogging, jogging, while picking up litter. You get a great workout while making your community a cleaner, more beautiful place. Of course, working out at home is often the most practical choice, but that can be sustainable too. Bodyweight exercises are huge right now, meaning you don't need any equipment to get a fantastic workout. Squats, lunges, push-ups, and planks can build serious strength. You can create a little wellness corner in your home. It doesn't have to be a whole room. A spot with your yoga mat, maybe a few houseplants, and some good natural light can become your personal sanctuary for movement. Finally, let's rethink how we fuel and hydrate. The market is flooded with sports drinks and energy bars and single-use wrappers. A simple, reusable water bottle is all most of us really need. For fuel, instead of buying individually wrapped bars, you can make a big batch of energy bites at home with oats, nut butter, and dates. Store them in a reusable container, and you have a delicious, package-free, and much cheaper source of energy. By rethinking your gear, your location, and your fuel, you can transform your fitness routine. It becomes less about consumption and more about connection to your body, your breath, and the natural world. Conclusion: the ripple effect, progress over perfection. We've covered a lot today. Redefining wellness, letting go of eco-guilt, and building sustainable habits into our days. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, take a deep breath and remember the core message. This is about progress, not perfection. This isn't another tattoo list designed to make you feel like you're failing. It's an invitation to start with one small thing. Just one. Maybe this week, you commit to using a reusable water bottle. That's it. And you just notice how that feels. Maybe next week, you try one meatless meal, or you take a 5-minute walk outside every morning. These small, intentional actions are the seeds of real change. They create a positive ripple effect. When you start your day with a mindful walk instead of scrolling, you feel calmer. When you eat a meal made with fresh, local ingredients, you feel more energized. This isn't about sacrifice. It's about discovering a way of living that is more connected, intentional, and ultimately more joyful. It's about realizing that caring for ourselves and caring for the planet aren't competing priorities. They are one and the same. Your wellness journey is yours. Let it be one of curiosity and self-compassion. By making these small choices, you aren't just improving your own well-being, you are casting a vote for a healthier world. You're part of a global shift away from mindless consumption and toward mindful connection. And that is a truly powerful thing. Start small. Be kind to yourself, and know that every sustainable step you take is a step toward a healthier you and a healthier planet. If this video resonated with you and you're ready to build a wellness routine that feels good and does good, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a truly sustainable life. Thanks so much for being here and for being part of this journey.